Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another video by Felice Russo Films. And in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys another fountain or paludarium build that I did. I know I didn't really go into that much detail from a before and after in regards to my other videos, so that's what I'm doing here. And I'm using the Great Stuff foam, and I'm just basically filling in the plastic container. And in the corner you can see that I taped a little box. That's just there so I can leave space where I can put the pump inside, which will then send the water out on top of the waterfall portion of the paludarium. Now, I know that I could have maybe not sprayed the bottom, but for me I was just doing this because I'm not going to be putting gravel at the bottom. I'm just doing this for like a low maintenance aesthetic piece. I'm not going to be putting any live fish in this one. But yeah, so like I said, as you've seen in the beginning, the supplies list, I used the Great Stuff foam along with the pump for the waterfall and aquarium sealant. And it's very important that you use aquarium sealant on all areas that are going to be submerged in water, because it is 100% safe if you do choose to put any live animals in there, because it basically prevents any of the paints that you use to leak into the water. And yeah, so here you can see that I'm just making sure that I'm filling up all the gaps and areas here. And this foam does expand about 2 times its size, so keep that in mind. You don't want to use too much, you just want to use the right amount. And what you're going to see in the next scene that's coming up right now is that I was doing the outside. And the reason why I did both the interior and exterior of the container is because I wanted to have like a full rock look to it. I didn't want it to look artificial or anything like that. So I did both the inside and outside, so that way when I'm done and I paint everything, it just looks basically like a little, I guess you can say like river and like a little canyon kind of thing. So yeah, so like I said, make sure you get all the areas, that way you don't have anything missing. But you can be, you don't have to worry too much, because like I said, it will fill up as it dries. And this is also important that you want to make sure that you let this stuff cure for a long period of time before you start painting and stuff like that. For me, I actually waited a couple days, even though you don't have to wait that long. That's just what I wanted to do, just to make sure that everything was done drying and there's going to be no problem moving on. And I know that I've done some other builds, like I said in the past, but I think that this one turned out to be one of the best. And I know that there's been a lot of demand on my channel for more builds and stuff like that, so that's what I'm deciding to do. My other one that I did was about twice the size of this. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check it out. That one turned out great, but it wasn't covering the entire container. It was just covering like the back portion of it. And yeah guys, so as you can see right here is I took out the box, so I left the space there for the pump to go inside. And what I did was I put foam on top, and then once it dried I cut away, so that way I can have something to build the waterfall out of. And as you can see, that's just me cutting away like the final pieces, doing the finishing touches on the waterfall portion here. As you can see, that's where it would come out. And then as from here, I'm just carving the hole for the tubing to go through, and then I'm also basically carving out little areas for the water to trickle down, so it resembles more of a waterfall and it's not just going over the rocks, if you know what I mean. And unfortunately I didn't get a lot of pictures of the painting part, because this was being done during my exam times, and honestly I just didn't record or take many photos. So this was my first coat. I just went with a brown color just to get everything in, and then as you can see there was some final layers of paint. I went with a more gray rocky tone, and there's the pump placed inside with the tubing going up above the waterfall, and this is it when it's done. So guys, I think it turned out pretty good. As you can see, like I said before, I went with a natural rock look, and the way I did that was I just painted it all gray, and then with a little bit of white and a little bit of black, I just went over it quickly, and that just makes it give that natural rock look. And then I used a little bit of plastic plants to fill in the cracks there to make it look more natural. And yeah guys, so I think it turned out pretty good. I put a little hole in the side there for the water to go through the back to the pump. And yeah, that's it guys, thanks for watching. More builds to come, stay tuned.